Damn it.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the This Life podcast. We're bringing to you a very special guest. As many of you don't know, actually, I have an older half-brother named Ramon.
I barely found out like last week.
Exactly. Yeah, Danny barely found out. Gio and Obed barely met him. Danny barely met him
today.
Yeah.
But this is his great wife.
He's great.
Great
His
wife.
great
What does that mean?
What?
I
Make me
I
sound
put
like
a
a
I
great
no,
grandma.
it's because I put a comma in between when I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
His great.
I'll
Or-
take it though.
okay.
You called me great.
All right. I could take it back. I could cut it out.
No.
Okay,
it's
that's
okay.
what I thought.
It's okay. I'm great.
But this is my sister-in-law, Mariah.
Yes, I am the princess of the group. Working on getting my co-executive producer official spot. Because I've claimed that position.
she's just
Giving
making up
titles.
labels.
I
Yeah,
kind of am.
we're
Just
not-
kind of putting myself out there.
Apparently, we just give out titles.
Yeah, man, we've been looking for a replacement for Gio for next season. So.
Been saying that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
All the time. Like every guest we've had since Canelo is just like, hey, you want to be on the podcast?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's so
Yeah.
mean.
Oh yeah, because we're looking, Gio.
Think we're kidding, dog.
Believe it or not, we've been looking since this season started.
Y'all could apply next week, 3 p.m.
If anybody wants to send in their applications, just send it to me, and then you can subject it Gio's replacement. You know,
That's nice.
Yeah.
But with that, on that note, we'll give him another shot on his. Did you know?
This
They're always
mediocre.
mediocre.
No.
Did you know?
Okay.
Like, go ahead, Gio.
What?
So-
Are we not?
What?
That's your boy to introduce, not mine.
Damn, you guys act like he's not important.
Okay, yes, he's in every episode. I'll give him that.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
You can introduce him.
No, I'm not
Oh, what's
introducing.
his
him.
This is my
name?
boy
You-
Solomon.
Every time it's a different fucking name.
We are now accepting name.
It's a new monkey every time,
replacements.
Gio.
No, we're accepting name replacements. If anybody out there has better names than what you look up, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't know where you got your names from.
I don't know where he gets it. Like the ancient book of whatever.
Yeah.
All right, Gio, pull it out, whip it out.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
Okay, so because we're talking later on in the different topic about like conspiracy theories, you know, with shit, you might think that is there, which it kind of might not be, but there is there's a statue at Shakespeare that supposedly has a curse on it if you were ever to open it up.
The statue?
So it's like a tomb, but his statue's in the front of it, and so in the tomb, if you were to ever actually open it up,
Mm-hmm.
the curse is there just in case of grave robbers. If they ever wanted to steal his work.
All right, Gio. I know you didn't do enough research, but I'm gonna ask anyways.
Go ahead. You're good.
Has anyone actually ever opened a tomb? Like, what does this?
No, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a conspiracy because that's what he said. When they were putting his body in the tomb, they were saying that they wanted to keep his work with him too. That's how he wanted to be buried. And so when they did that, they wanted to put like a curse or spell, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And from that point on, no one ever would dare to open the shit.
And nobody still ever has.
No.
Do you believe in curses? Do you believe in curses?
Yes.
Witches?
Witches, yes.
I believe in witches.
Witches, curses,
Dang, I was gonna say something, but
Karma.
never mind.
Magic.
About Gio?
magic, no.
Yeah, kind of.
No.
I didn't hear what you
Why
guys
did
said.
you seem to get brought into it?
I didn't hear anything. I just heard it was about
It's
Gio.
everyone.
Geo's canceled.
See, I didn't know what it was. I just heard that it was about Gio, so
That's all you
that's
know.
why I laughed. But besides curses and so you don't believe in magic, but you do believe in curses.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay.
I don't believe in magic, like magic tricks, okay? But like curses, yeah. I believe that people can have like, what's it called, like rituals and stuff.
Okay.
And like that kind of goes hand in hand with witches.
Like voodoo, I think.
Voodoo, yes.
Yeah,
that's
like
the
black
one.
magic
Okay.
type stuff.
Black magic, yeah.
Do you believe in magic?
Oh,
I'm just saying, like, I'm not like questioning your beliefs.
No, I wouldn't say I believe in magic, but I do think you like
Okay,
there's
when I say
energy.
magic, I mean like curses and like paranormal stuff.
Yeah, paranormal. I feel like it all ties in
Like not of this.
because I don't think it's like magic. Because I feel like just like more like demons could attach to people and like people could send demons and summon
Mhm.
demons.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I feel like I'd consider that a curse.
Mhm.
okay. I
Yeah.
get what you're coming from. Do you believe in that voodoo stuff?
What are you talking to?
You.
Oh, yeah, I'd say so. I think magic is just like a dumbed down version of like, what is it called?
Superpowers.
No.
No, it's like
That's a way of explaining
it's like the
it.
Disney version of some demonic shit.
Yeah, basically. So
Voodoo?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like I think magic is just like a kid friendly way of
yeah, it's
saying
for
it.
the kids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say I believe in it.
What about spirits? What about like bad energy? Do you believe that like items hold bad energy? Like some people think that your hair holds
Objects.
bad energy. Yeah, like objects too. So you have to like dispose of it
What?
to get rid of it.
Mm.
To get rid of the bad energy.
What?
well,
Is
I
this the
heard.
first time you've heard of it?
Well, no, not specifically, but it's the first time I've heard someone use hair as an example.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Look it up. That's actually
Yeah.
really common.
Is it?
Like if people live like a toxic relationship or bad environment, where like me, like if I have my hair real long and then
Is
like
that why
something-
people dye their hair?
I was gonna say, is that
That
why
could be,
if
that's a
people
good
dye their hair and cut it?
Yeah.
in
I don't know.
public?
I cut my hair when I left a toxic workplace a few years ago, and it truly felt like refreshing. Maybe I think
what I was gonna
sometimes
say.
it's more of like the mindset, you know. It's
I,
kind of like you
uh,
make yourself believe it.
Yeah.
But like I'll
The
take it
symbolism
because
of
either
it.
way I feel better.
I was gonna ask, is that like a placebo? Like you just
That's what I was gonna
That's
say.
what I. That's,
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of things are like that.
Yeah.
because like I know you guys have heard of like the red hair stage where like
Yeah.
when a girl's absolutely
that?
just going through it and she's stressing hard, she
Mhm.
dyes her
She
hair
dyes
red.
her hair
For
red.
some reason, thinking it's gonna make her feel better.
Me, I had red
Yeah.
hair for like a year, and I was going through it.
Did it make you feel
No.
better?
So I think that one's right.
Exposing yourself.
See, and then I feel like all that does is now you're stressed with red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
You're stressed, but you look
But
different.
yeah, no, you're stressed, but you look good. Okay.
But I think like a lot of these like palm read. Do you believe in palm reading?
No,
No.
no.
I saw like a viral video about like if you read like if you look at your thumb or something and you like see an initial and that's gonna be like who like your soulmate's
Oh,
yeah.
first name or something.
I've seen that, but I don't think my thumb.
It doesn't have friends.
I think
Just
it's
got a
just
small thumb.
wrinkled.
I don't think you have a soulmate.
Just wrinkly.
It's just wrinkled. I don't see no letters.
I don't know, man. I see a backwards E.
There you go.
Do you have an R
Or
on
is
your
that a
thumb?
3?
I don't know.
Do you have an R
I
on your
see
thumb?
it right there. An R?
I don't know.
I see like an S.
Yeah. Do you have an R on your thumb?
I don't know what I
Oh,
have.
yeah.
I have nothing.
Ooh.
Oh, you hear that, Ramon?
Wait, let me
Dang,
check
she
this
doesn't have
out.
an R.
I guess I don't really know what I'm looking for.
No, you see, but I think like a lot of that stuff is just like placebo,
Yeah.
like fake stuff. Obviously, when you go to a palm reader and they tell you something like you want to hear, like, oh,
They'll
I
play
think-
off of that.
I think
Let me
that
see
goes
your
hand in hand with zodiac
Let me.
signs.
Let me.
He's reading my palm, guys.
I see wetness in the future.
Wetness.
You see, it's just what you want to hear, and you pay for it. Like,
How does that go with
Yeah.
zodiacs?
Because I feel like it's just a general thing that people are like, it's like, oh, your day is bad, but it'll get better. And people are like, oh my
That's
god,
called a horoscope.
that's so me.
That's called a horoscope.
I mean-
my friend.
aren't they the same?
What's
Yeah.
the difference?
Okay, zodiac is. I feel that it's like a. I don't know. It's like a general term, I guess, for what it is. But like a horoscope is kind of like I feel like an action. Like if you're talking about zodiacs, I don't necessarily refer to that as like a horoscope. I don't know.
But don't you have to find out
have to know
the
what it is.
horoscope by knowing your zodiac?
Correct.
So then,
So they go.
So they
hand
go-
in hand.
But that
Yeah.
isn't. But why is it because you don't believe in horoscopes that you don't believe in zodiacs?
because they're the same.
I don't know.
Wait, are you into astrology?
I'm in, like, I believe in that kind of stuff, and like, because I think that, like, I'm an Aquarius, and they say that, like, Aquarius are very independent and they can be creative.
And you believe you're independent.
you're
and
following
creative?
I'm very
straight
independent.
into
like,
it.
ask anyone, okay?
Oh,
I'm very
on.
independent.
okay, so
Like, I guess.
if you believe.
Okay, wait. Let's do it this way. What sign are you?
No, hold on.
Guess.
Okay,
No.
I want you to
if
guess.
it's so
I want-
correct,
I want you to
guess.
guess.
Okay.
Like based
I
off
don't
of
know
what
you
you
well
know. Well, based off of what you've seen, because
Yeah.
I feel like the judgment's made like off the bat. Like,
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Gio, you're so shy.
Which
Alright,
You're
what is
quiet.
Gio?
You're soft spoken. Are you a Cancer?
Nope.
oh, hold on, I'm
Are
gonna
you
give you a
Gemini?
hint.
Nope.
Hold on,
Damn.
I'll give you a hint.
You're just.
I'm
for two, bro.
0 and 2,
I'll
yeah.
give you a hint. Me and
Okay.
Gio are the same sign.
That's wild. You
Yeah.
guys are polar opposites.
Yep.
Okay, well that's a thing.
Exactly.
Oh my god, no. That's a thing. That's a thing. It's either like just like with Scorpios. Do you guys know anything about Scorpios?
Yep.
Nah,
Okay,
No.
tell me what you know about Scorpios.
Wait.
We won't get into it.
Okay. Then all three of us are the same sign.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your October was.
You two?
No, three of
No,
us. You,
three.
two,
No.
and you.
I don't even know your birthday, dog. I'm sorry.
I
Hold on.
hate you, dude.
It's passing?
Your-
No.
Your birthday's July 1st, so.
Yeah, mine.
What does that make you?
Yes.
I can't. Okay,
It makes him
I-
an aquarium.
No, it's not. It's not Gemini, right?
No.
I'm an asparagus.
Capricorn.
I'm an
No, not
asparagus.
Capricorn. It's not Cancer.
Yeah, it's
You're
Cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah, it's Cancer.
See, and then when
No,
people
no.
find out, it's like,
See,
oh my god,
and
you're
you-
such a Cancer.
Yeah, like, what?
After
And your
guessing
brother had
6
cancer.
times.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, wait, hang on though. I do know that because I have a lot of I've had a lot of cancers in my life. Ooh, that's deep, huh?
Oh my
anyway.
god.
Talking on like a
so deep.
talking on like a astrological level. Cancers are very I feel that they're sweet and they're people persons
Mhm.
and they're very
Mhm.
personable, okay? And I just think that they're very joyous and they want to please others and caring and stuff. And that's exactly how I would describe it.
Like
Well,
me.
okay, how
Yeah.
many of us
Cancer,
sitting
okay.
here would like to describe ourselves as that too, though?
Yeah, I feel like he's such a.
Yeah.
No, you're not. I feel like Evan is such a Gio's mad people pleaser.
Yeah.
He's approachable. Like anybody.
He's
you really
huggable.
can. He's
He's a
huggable.
Care Bear.
You can really strike a conversation with Gio,
Yeah.
right? But he's not a Cancer.
Yeah. Well, what's
Yeah.
Gio?
What are we?
No.
What's all of us?
Yeah.
Gio is he's okay. Wait, are you saying signs, or are you just asking me
No,
what your
sign.
traits are?
Obed, Danny, and
Sign.
Gio
Okay,
are the
Yeah,
same
because
sign.
we're
here's
all
the
three the
thing.
same sign.
Here's the thing: ask anyone that actually follows astrology, and they will tell you straight up.
That's what we're doing.
I only okay, but I'm getting here. I'm
Isn't
getting
that
to
what
the
we're doing?
point. Ask anyone, and they'll tell you I don't know anything about anyone else's, just mine, and that's kind of me. Unless I know people, I know Cancers, I know
Mhm.
Scorpios.
Do you know what his zodiac sign is?
Who?
Your husband's.
Yeah, it's the same as me, Aquarius.
Oh.
Mm.
Does that mean you guys are compatible?
Yeah. Do you know the compatibilities between?
Yeah.
Okay, that I don't really necessarily
No.
believe in.
Oh.
Oh. What?
I don't think
I
that
feel like this all contradicts itself.
Like you
I-
believe in them and you follow them, but you don't know anybody else's.
I'm just saying that the probably the percentages of people that are together probably aren't compatible signs anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Gotcha,
makes
gotcha.
sense.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
No, yeah, I don't believe in that at all. Like the compatibility stuff, that's all hullabaloo. Oh, well,
Yeah.
everything is hullabaloo. I don't believe in all that.
I just feel like if it's astrology and it's I say it's written in the stars,
Okay.
like science.
What? I don't think that's science.
You're
Astrology?
Astrology
science.
is
Yeah,
science.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I know,
Gio.
but
yeah, okay.
Geo's back in. Tap in,
The
Gio.
3 times he's
I
talked
I
this
don't think the
podcast.
science is that the stars tell me my traits.
yeah.
Yeah, so
They
you're,
don't tell you. I mean,
you're
Or
telling me-
tell
I
me
feel like
my
you guys are taking it so literal. What is your sign?
Isn't it little?
again?
You have to guess.
Over
Yeah,
it.
you still haven't guessed.
I don't. I told you already. I
We're
don't know
we're
enough.
Libras.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
Libras.
Libras. I don't have any Libras in my life.
And they're all different. I
Yeah, and
feel
we're
like,
all pretty different.
like Danny doesn't talk to anybody. He's such an introvert.
Yeah.
Except until you like. he
Once I
has
get
to.
When you get to
comfortable,
know
when
him,
I get
yeah.
comfortable with you, we're cool.
Yeah.
So is Gio.
Yeah, I'm the
Gio,
same.
You're introverted.
Yeah.
Thank
But Obed's
you.
not though.
But
Yeah,
hold
I'm
on.
Yeah,
definitely
and you
not.
two are more outgoing.
It depends.
and
it
that's
depends.
a thing. There's like two sides
I
to
could
every
I
like
could
sign.
jump because I just have mad anxiety most of the time. But when I could get myself under control, I will talk to anyone and everyone.
You did this, like you need something to like make that happen.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm following you.
alcohol.
Alcohol, all of us. That's humans in general.
Well, I don't know. Like alcohol just takes away any
Just a
anxiety.
little bit
and
of
I feel
liquid
like that's when
courage.
I'm at my truest self. Is when I'm like have something in my system.
Yeah.
All right, bring the bottle, Ramon.
Make him his true
I've
self.
been saying this. We should get a podcast where we actually
Next episode, next season.
next season. That's what I'm saying. We need to have an episode like that.
All right. Well, that concludes this section of the podcast.
Thank you for making me feel like an idiot, everybody, except for Gio. Thank
I got you.
Gio.
I
Because
got you.
Gio can't say no,
Yeah.
and he's a people pleaser.
Stop.
Because Gio's such a people pleaser. Yeah. But
We can carry on this conversation later.
okay.
Assholes.
we.
No, Gio
That's
just
how-
didn't talk ever.
Yeah.
That's what makes our podcast good. People
Even
come
when
on
we
here
let him
and-
talk, he just doesn't want
We
to.
we told Gio to talk more. He just.
We do tell Gio to talk more.
I have been lately.
I feel like my
I mean, I
monkey's
guess.
as much as part of this like podcast as Gio.
I thought you were gonna say, I feel like the monkey talks more than
Talks
Gio.
more than Gio.
Possibly.
Maybe, dude. Maybe.
Wait, can we talk about like during the break? Can we talk about like during the break how you guys are now believers in astrology?
No,
No.
we're definitely
No,
not.
no, no.
Okay, off camera, I actually got them to.
No,
I actually got to
no,
reason
no,
with them.
No,
Okay.
no. Only
Yeah,
Danny.
Only Danny.
Yeah.
Maybe
but,
Gio.
but she
And
had to like
Gio.
go outside of my actual zodiac sign to like try
Yeah.
to describe me.
Tried to
I
say
don't know.
it.
I don't know you well
completely different one.
enough.
Yeah, but
Next.
You're a Virgo.
I guess.
Yeah.
You're a Virgo.
I got
though.
Virgo traits, but
All right. Well, we're back now with a completely different topic. We're gonna try to steer clear of the astrology stuff.
Cause
'Cause
me
it's
and
all
him
fake.
me and him might get it up in a second.
But now we want to get into this theory, this idea of are we living in a simulation or not?
Yeah.
How what makes you say yeah? Just
I actually no. I just want to say no, but I feel like
He's way too indecisive for me. I can't do it. I can't do
But you
it.
did. You weren't into astrology. Then
oh,
you
hold on.
weren't?
I hear this is a
Someone get
very
that.
major Libra trait.
Okay, we're not talking
No,
about
we're
astrology.
not.
I know, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to. That was in your defense, though.
Oh, okay, never mind. Keep going.
No. We're not talking about astrology anymore.
Yeah, I am very indecisive, but
So indecisive.
and no, I'm gonna say no. I just feel like there's like so much stuff that could happen. I feel like coincidences are just very common.
Are common?
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's just
Like,
I feel
really
like
common.
What do you
things are
mean?
just bound to just be happening, and like that makes it feel like it's a simulation. But it's like 7 billion people, and how many years have we lived, and how many people have lived prior to us? I feel
Ooh,
like
that's very true.
I feel like it's just a bunch of coincidences, and it's also like more chaos theory. I don't know if y'all have heard about that.
What's that?
The chaos theory is just like it's a theory they use to measure like when things are gonna happen. Like coronavirus got
Mhm.
predicted like 50 years ago
Whoa.
Yeah.
because of the chaos theory, and we could also predict the next outbreak in the next like what is it called
Century.
yeah. We could predict a lot into the future with the chaos theory. It's just the order of how things happen. It's just
I love
bound to
that.
happen because it's all coincidence. Well, not coincidence, but
I get
Bound
what
to
you mean.
happen.
Bound.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
things are just bound to happen. It's called a
Yeah.
chaos theory.
I like it. Dang, Danny. You are intellectual, just like your sign
No,
says.
hold on. I like to I like to play dumb, but I
See?
really am
See?
not.
See what I'm
He
saying?
just super.
I really
yeah.
am not dumb. I could actually have a good
I
conversation.
like it. Let's stay that way.
What do you categorize coincidence? Do you believe in miracles?
Yes, I do believe in miracles.
What's the difference between a miracle and a coincidence?
I don't think it's that easy to just distinguish between a miracle and a coincidence.
I do.
What? How would you distinguish them?
I think that coincidences are things that just happen at random, and miracles are things that like you may be like aspiring for or hoping for. Like if someone has cancer or some other really bad like illness, you're kind of like hoping for a miracle, right? So that it goes away and that they don't have it anymore. But then I think coincidence is more like you run into somebody, I don't know, that looks just like you in a different country,
Okay.
and that's like a coincidence. Like nobody could have planned for that. I think that's the difference.
It's like
So let's
more
say-
at random.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm walking down the street and a car barely hits me. Is that a coincidence or a miracle?
That's a Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I would say.
Because I didn't hope. Oh no!
But, like,
Please don't let
But
me get hit
here's
by
the
this car.
thing: is like it's kind of a coincidence because like what are the chances, right?
Okay.
Okay, that's where that comes in. But then it's also like a miracle that
You
didn't get hit.
die.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like we every day we hope not to die.
I was gonna say,
That-
like, even
like,
though you're not
then it-
actively hoping you don't get hit, it's still like in the
Just-
It's
back
still
of your
there.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're combative kind of. Like
Yeah.
you're in defense like your whole life.
Yeah,
pretty much, to
basically.
not die.
Okay.
Survival.
And a lot of people claim to say miracles are just unexplainable stuff, but so are coincidences.
That's a good one.
That's why I feel like it's very hard to distinguish, because I feel like, yeah, you could pick out coincidences and you could pick out miracles, but I feel like at some point they just start to blur together. It's
yeah.
like,
Coincidences and miracles.
yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
because it could be a miracle that someone, like beat cancer, but at the same time, could also just be a coincidence because millions of other people do it too.
Oh my gosh, Danny, intellectual. It's getting deep.
Right here, it's right
Dang.
here.
I don't know, man. Ask him a math question real quick.
Yes. We don't have to get into numbers. Though. Numbers are not mine.
We have multiple footage out there of Danny trying to add numbers and it doesn't go his way.
But hold on, it's because I can't imagine shit. Y'all could picture these numbers in your head. I can't do
Oh yeah,
that.
It's
Danny
just
can't
blank.
imagine stuff.
Yeah,
Your
I
mind's
have.
just
He
blank.
I have
has,
aphantasia.
aphantasia.
What's
So
that mean?
it means that my mind's just always completely blank. Like
Really?
I can't imagine things, and I have
You
no
can't
inner
dream.
monologue.
Like you can't
Yeah.
And you can't
picture.
dream.
Like
I could
a
dream. That's a
face.
different thing.
No.
No, I
You
can't.
can't picture.
I can't
somebody's face
reminisce
or-
memories. Imagine.
You don't have memories?
I can't. Well, like I could recall back to
But
things,
you
but I
can't
won't
visualize
see it.
it.
No, I won't see
Yeah.
it. No.
Interesting. I've
My
never
mind
heard
is
of
always
that.
blank.
Or
So
like your inner monologue, like you in your mind, you're talking
Yeah.
to yourself. He doesn't know that.
I don't have
Really?
an inner monologue. No,
I
my
think
mind's
you're a
blank.
simulation.
It-
Well,
Yeah.
100%. If
Simulation,
there's a
you see, bro?
simulation, that's it.
I question my existence every day and how
yeah,
I managed to get
simulation AF.
how I managed to get this far is still astounding me sometimes. I'm just
Me
It-
too, and I barely know you.
yeah,
Okay, you two.
this turned very hurtful.
You two, simulation or not?
Yes,
Okay.
I really do believe so.
Let Obed
Uh,
answer, and then we'll get
go
into
ahead,
your
my bad.
book,
what?
like theory thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Indecisive
Libras,
Obed.
Us Libras.
Libra,
Yeah.
Zebras. Zebras. Damn zebras, dude. Oh my god. But Gio, you've touched on this before
Yeah.
on one of our episodes, like in the past.
Yeah.
There's a book out there that
Yeah.
questions this
It's-
theory of whether or not we are living in a simulation.
Yeah. So the book is called The Game. I found it, I'd say, 8 years ago. I can't find it to this day anymore.
Dude, no, shut up. Because I
Wait.
talked to my coworker and he said he was laughing because he was listening to this episode that we
Uh-huh.
talked about. And he went on Amazon and he found it.
No
Oh my
way.
gosh.
Deadass.
Hold
I
up.
swear, bro.
Okay. Well, then, besides that fact. Okay.
Ramon-
So.
Hey,
Ramon's gonna find
Ramon,
it.
fact check that.
I'm checking it right now.
Okay.
Hold on.
So I read that book called The Game. It's pretty much a nonfiction. So it's talking about how there's people playing. It's kind of like Avatar, honestly. So people are playing a game, right?
Mhm.
But it's a game of life. And so
Okay.
in that life, you're going from when you're born to whenever the hell you die. Depends on a bunch of the variables throughout the system and everything like that. So you don't know when you're gonna die. But in the outside world, it's only about like 2.5 weeks between like when you're born to 100 years old. And so throughout that time in the game, you're pretty much trying to gain money. You're trying to gain sponsors and things like that in the outside world. And so you start playing the game when you're 18 and then you retire when you're 21.
Oh my gosh, there's like a show like that. It's anime.
Is that it?
Okay.
Did you find? You couldn't find it? The
There's
ga-
a show just like
He
that.
looked up the game simulation book, and by Neil.
I don't know who
Here.
was
Do you
that.
remember the
what the
the
cover
cover,
looks
what the
like.
cover look like?
No, I didn't look like that.
No.
What does it
No.
look like?
It
I mean,
was
the cover can change.
It
He's
can
only ever
change.
had
It
it
can.
once.
Read the
He doesn't
bibliography,
remember.
the whatever that is, the back of the book.
The back of the
But okay,
You're
but,
still illiterate.
but anyways, that's how you gain money in the real world. And by the time you're 21, you're supposed to retire, so you can't work anymore. You can't play that game anymore. That's the only way you could gain money in the real world.
Uh-huh.
So if you turn 21 and the last game you play, you do shit and you don't have enough money saved up, they take you, they pretty much kill you in the real world because you don't have enough money to live.
Dang, man.
So that's like what people think is happening to us right now.
There's a lot
Yeah, so
of
like
books.
this right now could be 2.5
Like
weeks
the game.
outside.
Your guy's doing shit, dog.
So
Oh my gosh, that was interesting. So that book that you're describing.
Yeah.
It
When I
sounds
was
like Ready Player
when I
One.
was like 15 or
Sort of, right?
Yeah,
16,
kind of.
I don't know if anyone here watches anime. I've seen
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen like one thing and it was on Netflix. I don't remember what it was called, unfortunately. But long story short, it was kind of like VR where these people put on like these helmets.
Oh, Sword
And
Art
then-
Online.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
sword
about.
art. Yeah. Yep, exactly.
It was
Yeah.
just
I
like
could
that.
see it.
There are a lot of anime Ready Player One, and in this book, they do follow those like trends of like kind of people go into a game, and there's even been a Rick and Morty episode on it.
That's what I was
There's a
thinking
lot
about
of
too, yeah.
information and stuff out there for
Yeah.
this not being real.
Hang
Look,
on.
and so like here's another thing I've been thinking about. So, if you've heard Logic, I don't know what fucking album it was, neither the fucking song. It's kind of like a dialogue he has with another person.
Mm-hmm.
It's like where he's in a white empty room, he doesn't know what the hell
Mm.
happened, and then supposedly God comes in and tells me he died.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
And
heard that song.
He asks him what the purpose of life is, and God tells him that basically that we can't understand it, but in reality, it's like you're only one person on Earth. You're the
Mhm.
only one that lives, actually,
Okay.
the one alive. But
Mhm.
I'm you and you're me at different points in time.
Hold
So
on.
that then brings me kind of back. Then I circle around. Wait, I want
What's
to
that? You
first
might
talk
be-
on.
Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, let
I-
her.
I
Get her
have, I
thought
have
out.
mad ADHD. I'll probably forget by the time she's done.
Okay, but that kind of brought me to like The Simpsons and how people say that like The Simpsons like shows have kind of predicted things that are gonna happen,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
How is that real? Like, how does that happen? Is that a coincidence?
Time
you know?
travelers.
That's a lot of
That's-
Yeah, that's-
coincidences.
That's what
That's
I was
what I've
talking to
heard
with-
is time
I was
travelers.
talking to with Obed about this. I was like, with all these movies that aren't really based on books, but talk a lot about time travel and all these to the teeth details about stuff like simulations, time travel, without having any knowledge of, some theoretical knowledge of time travel, how are we so details to the teeth in these
Mhm.
movies
Well,
Yeah.
like I said,
and shows?
chaos
and stuff?
theory could play a pretty big part of all that. But can I just jump back to what I wanted to say
Go ahead.
earlier? Because I'm like, I had to really think about it tonight.
Okay.
Fuck.
You already
So
forgot.
hold on, Haji was saying that like we're all like just one person living on this earth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's this whole theory type of beat like where, it's been a while since I've read up on this because I read a lot of conspiracies. But sort of pretty much that like we all go through life, and we're just reborn into someone else every
Yeah.
time, and it just pretty much like you keep being reborn until you've lived every life
That's
lifetime.
exactly what I'm saying.
and have had every
Reincarnation.
experience known to man. Like so, in that point, you've lived every life, and you know exactly what the purpose of life is.
Me and my
Ultimately.
coworkers were talking about because like I'm terrified of dying because only for simply the fact like what happens after. So like, am I just sitting there chilling in my grave with the lights out and just like consciously,
The
literally,
lights
there's
out.
nothing going on, and I just have to sit there for like eternity
Getting
in
eaten by a
in
bug.
complete like darkness, or is it like you die and then it's just like boom, you're
in hell.
a baby,
heaven.
or are you like a baby though? Like, are you reincarnated, or to like a animal, or I don't know, anything?
So
See,
I'll go into like a little more depth in that. I really believe in that, like the reincarnation type thing. So, like when you die, people say like people see the light
Mm-hmm.
and when babies are being born, it's that same light coming through
That's a good.
or like coming out, and that's why babies are crying because they're like leaving one life and going out into another life.
I like
but that
it.
could be explained. What's that? We
And
talked
that's
about this in the
why-
last episode. The drug that's released.
No,
while we're
because
dying?
that last episode's our last episode.
We haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, you know what's it?
Yeah.
called?
Dopamine or
No, it's not dopamine.
we talked.
You said it's a drug.
It's a
It's a-
drug that our body releases at like the
Like-
moment we start to die.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you could actually buy it, and you'll trip really hard.
What's it? Did it start with an O?
How did we all graduate?
I feel like
We don't even know.
You're
I
the
knew
one that brought it up.
I knew the name last week, but like I said, bro, it comes and goes.
Yeah, but it's like a hallucinogen.
Yeah.
It's like a very
hallucinogen,
strong
yeah.
hallucinogen.
Oh. Nope. I thought I had it, and then I realized I don't have it.
Yeah, it's not
No.
LSD
I
or
don't know.
shrooms.
I feel like it's like
It's something that your body releases, though, so you're not
yeah,
taking a drug. It's just something that.
I mean, you could take it as a drug and hallucinate now, but yeah, our body does naturally make it, and it releases the moment we die.
Aaron,
I want to say
you fact
dopamine,
check
but I don't
that.
think that's right.
No,
Oh,
I don't
no,
think so.
this is a fact. I know for a fact. I just can't remember what it's called.
Ramon's
know.
looking it up, but
Okay,
continue with
but
your thought
anyways.
about it.
Fuck, what was I saying about that?
I don't know.
don't
Oh, but
remember.
back
It's
to
like
the reincarnation thing. I think that's why deja vu is like a big
Oh my
thing.
gosh. How do you
Because like
describe
you've
deja vu?
lived.
Scientifically,
How do you
describe it?
describe deja vu?
well,
I don't know. It's just
scientifically-
like something
in-
you've lived through before, but you
Yeah.
like don't know.
I-
You can explain how you know
But y'all
like
know the
that
scientific
place
explanation,
you've been in.
right?
Deja vu.
It's like your mind putting together dreams.
No.
What?
The
What?
real.
That's
I
what
Are
don't
you
know what he's
okay?
talking about.
No, that's what
I
I've
don't think he's
heard.
ever experienced it.
Supposedly,
yes, I have.
Supposedly, deja vu is when your mind just for like you know how like computers could like slow down for a second and
Yeah.
it like takes a second longer
Mhm.
to load. That's sort of what could happen to our brain. So it's just taking a little longer to process what's happening. So we're living in that moment longer, and it seems like we've been there already.
Mm-mm. I don't believe that.
That's
I think deja vu is
supposedly.
okay. I can't explain it, but I don't think that's deja vu. My definition of deja vu is that one, it's very hard to describe because how do you describe deja vu?
Yeah.
But like, secondly, it's like me personal experiences. I'll be like driving or something, and then like someone's in my passenger seat, and they like look at like I'll be talking to them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I swear, like I've seen this before. Like this has happened before.
But
Yeah.
you don't know. how
but
to
you can't
describe it.
explain.
I can't explain why
Yeah.
or how.
I don't know.
Can I jump back to?
Yeah,
earlier?
go ahead.
Okay, because when I was a kid, my mom would brief like literally just a youngin like, and like mind you, I've never like really been out of the country until like recently in my life. So it wasn't. So my mom would tell me that I would sit there like as a little 2-3-year-old like barely learning how to talk. I'd sit there and I'd tell her about my past life in Mexico, and I'd sit there and like I'd tell, and I've never been,
Yeah,
and I'd sit there and I'd just tell her like all the stuff I used to do and how it looked like, and she'd be like, "Bro, like what? Like you were just like in the womb 2 years ago, and like we've never been to Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, and it's like you know we've never been to Mexico since like a few years
yeah,
now.
I've heard a lot of stories.
There's-
like
And so
Yeah.
like I don't know if I could actually fully say I do believe in it, if I just had a super active imagination. I don't really recall.
But how do you
I don't
Can't
think it's
imagine,
that.
bro.
Yeah. I don't think it's that.
I don't have
Can't imagine.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting
I
at.
could still create scenarios. Like I could just, but that's what
How
I'm
do you
saying.
create them if you can't imagine them?
Look, it's very complicated. We could talk about this like outside of the podcast. It's super complicated.
Too long.
But my mom told me I would talk about it frequently, and I would tell her about it. And I always told her I died young.
You see
I
that?
love that.
that
I mean, I
goes-
don't love that for you, but like,
But
I think that's really cool.
and that's what I'm saying. I don't really have memory of it as much. I only have like what they've told me.
Mm.
And they've all told me that we're always talking about it and say all this weird
Oh,
stuff about my
yeah.
past life.
What the
That
hell?
kind of then, have you guys ever heard of like, I think it's called Reiki, like chakra healing and stuff?
Yeah, I
No.
think so.
Anyone on the same
Yeah,
wavelength?
What is that?
shock
Kind of.
regulating. I've heard of that.
Okay, so like chakra healing is like where you have like crystals and like meditation,
Oh yeah.
all that stuff, and like people believe that it can like heal you and stuff. But
Yeah.
I've known someone that actually had done it for a long time that was going through cancer, and had like an actual real like Reiki like chakra healer she would go to once a week, and it would be like 3-hour long sessions, and she would see her past lives. And like one time she actually like saw herself in her past life sacrificing herself
Did she
for like
drink
her
tea?
colony or something.
Did
What
she
the
drink
heck?
tea?
Does she drink tea?
Like before, like these things?
I don't know.
Because I hear like a lot of those stories that they'll put in like LSD into the
LSD.
drinks and make
Oh.
them hallucinate.
No, I don't think so.
So that way
And then
it's
they'll guide them. They'll guide them through their hallucinogens to see.
I have
things
heard
like
a
that.
lot of people using
Whoa.
hallucinogens as a way of meditation and talking to
Mhm.
your inner self. It's just easier to kind of get there, because if you try to talk someone through this kind of spiritual or meditation while they're just blank minded, they won't really vibe into it. They'll just sit there and
Mhm.
ignore you. But if you take a certain hallucinogen, it'll connect certain parts of your brain, and thus giving you a lot more experience of going through this meditation. I've heard a lot of people use
I mean, that's another like theory of
hallucinogens.
the whole like this isn't like the real world, this is simulation. It's like when people take drugs, it like takes them into the real world or lets them see the real world, and then that's why people like keep taking drugs, is to be
Well, if
in
that's
that other place.
if that's the case, then like, what's keeping us in the simulation? Like, what? Like,
Not doing drugs.
Yeah, I mean
That's
that's why they make like
But
drugs
that's what I'm
illegal
saying.
and stuff.
Mhm.
So
if
it-
drugs showed us the real world, then why do we have to take things in
Because
order to see
people want to
them?
control us. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do
I've-
they do
I've-
it? Like,
I've
how do
heard-
they keep us
I've
tame
heard-
without-
By making drugs illegal.
Can we let Gio talk for a
Oh, yeah,
second?
hey, Gio.
Seriously.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
He's been trying to jump in for like 3 times, dog.
Aw, we need like a buzzer for him.
Yeah,
we need
just
a
like-
buzzer, dude.
I need a bell.
Geo tap
I'm s-
in.
Sorry to talk. I
Hit the
want to talk.
Yeah,
Just raise your
No.
hand.
Gio still hasn't been able to speak.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Go for
so
it, Gio.
I was saying that a lot of people think that the reason why we can't get out of the simulator and that drugs like show us the real world is because of the oxygen that we breathe.
That's
I've heard
this
that
is what I was
theory.
asking. Like, is it
haven't.
the oxygen? I know a lot of people say it's the fluorine in the water. Like, I hear a lot of different. That's
Is-
what I was asking.
All
Wait,
the water
Mhm.
though.
Healing water has all the minerals in it, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, so is that why we filter out minerals in
Is-
our bottled water?
but why would
Because we don't want to indulge something that could potentially show us the truth.
Or because it tastes nasty.
But, like, I think that like when it comes to like food and stuff and like what you think tastes good and doesn't, it totally depends on like your like
Palate.
what you grew up on, you know. Of
Yeah,
course I don't.
yeah.
Of course I don't
Yeah.
like that water because it doesn't taste like the water I drink every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
You know?
and I was just going I think it just tastes.
But then why would they make it so?
Because they don't make it
Available.
illegal. Yeah, like it's still available and up for people to grab.
but like you kind of have to like search. It's not like it's available
Yeah.
at Walmart for me to grab by
And
the gallon.
I think we've been like conditioned to seek a certain thing, like the certain water, and if it's any different, we don't
Have
like
Lago.
it.
Bye.
You guys care. But yeah, I mean, we were literally telling you how we know someone who would only
Yeah.
drink that water, and he lived to be 97.
yeah,
97.
Yeah,
Right?
he's
See,
dead.
not bad.
I
It's
wouldn't
it's obviously
so.
not bad for you, right?
Yeah, no, it's not bad
But why are we limited to it and it's not easily
because it's
accessible?
just
I-
accustomed to clean water.
I met someone who's lived to like I think they're like 106.
Uh huh.
They didn't drink mineral
You remember
water.
that?
Dang.
He stalls for a second, so he's like, "Wait, do I remember that?"
The exact age is questionable. They're definitely over 100 though.
Yeah, anything with
I know that for a
numbers
fact.
questionable.
No, anything over 100 is way too high for me.
Aw.
What was I gonna say? Continue your thought, Gio.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Gio.
Oh yeah, Gio was talking.
No, but yeah, that's pretty much just the reason why people think that
The oxygen thing.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard that.
And
I've
people
heard
so
that. I've heard of that.
they try to keep us to think that trees are really good for the environment when it's actually a cover up for them keeping us in here no matter what.
So deforestation's
oh my
good.
gosh. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Fuck them.
Yeah, keeping the earth alive is bad.
That then
That's
that's a,
basically what Gio says.
so I remember when I was in high school my junior year and I was in my science class, that's kind of when like Hunger Games and like Walking Dead was kind of a big deal, and me and my friend got into like this kind of like argument because she was trying to tell me that Walking Dead was more like realistic or able to happen compared to Hunger Games. And I'm like,
No.
what?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Right?
Yeah, no, I believe
No,
Hunger Games
Hunger
is a lot
Games.
more.
Yeah, Hunger Games.
Like they released.
Divergent.
I don't know if they released it yet, or there's like a movie out there where rich people. It's not like The Purge, but rich people buy like these people that not buy, but they claim, oh, make money fast.
Slavery?
Yada, yada,
Slavery.
yada.
Oh, wait, no, it was like,
Think
like
that
the
happened
hunter?
before.
Yeah, the hunting or
hunting?
something like that, where like these really wealthy people would like buy like more poverty people, and they release them out onto a field, and they just hunt them for sport.
Yeah, but
That's
they
literally
Yeah.
Squid
Oh, that's
Games.
called,
okay.
Oh, Squid Games, yeah.
no
But
no, I
that's-
feel like it's very different because Squid Games, they're out to like destroy each other. In this one, they just get a bunch of random people. It's sort of unknown. Like they did sort of sign up for it because they're in poverty, but they don't know what they're getting.
Have you
themselves
watched
into.
Oh.
I've seen it.
Oh, you watched
Oh,
it?
that's
And
so
kind
they
of
come
like
out.
what's that one movie called? The Maze Runner.
Oh,
Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they
The
show
books
up
are
and
a
they
lot
have
better.
no memory,
Yeah.
right? And then they get out into the real world and it's like everything just like went to shit.
Yeah, and while they're sitting there, they're like trying to figure out like what's going on, where they're at, like why everything is so
Yeah.
unfamiliar. And then they realize that they're being hunted,
Yeah.
and then that's when like they have to survive, and then they set up the barriers. But it's the rich people that are hunting them.
Yeah, and you
Okay.
guys do realize this is just more evolved like Coliseum stuff. Like back in the
Yeah.
olden days,
Yeah,
people would gather in Coliseums and watch a guy kill
Off
a
with
bear.
his head.
Yeah, stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then we thought that we got rid of that, but in all reality,
Now it's
no.
just
we
more
just
public.
It's
televise
just
it.
different, yeah.
We just
Mhm.
televise it, and it's just wider. It's something
Now-
that's never gonna go away because people like that
Killing.
They don't
murder.
like to be hunted, but they like watching other
watching.
people.
It's,
Yeah.
well, it's
It's kind of
interesting.
twisted and slick.
Why do you think there's so many Purge movies? There's so
Oh,
many
that's a
these
good one. The
franchises.
Purge is like that could potentially happen
Oh yeah.
if there's like
No.
enough people, you know.
Maybe they'll do
I
it in
really
like
believe it.
Detroit. They'll be like, we're only
Detroit.
isolating.
The
it."
purge already happened there, dog.
Yeah, you're right.
That's called life over there.
I don't think that could ever happen because I feel like the majority of people would.
You don't
Still-
think
Would choose good?
You don't think we're gonna get to
No,
the
no,
point
no.
where the Earth is overpopulated?
Well, hold on. I don't think people are naturally good. I feel like humans are naturally evil.
I do
And we're
believe that.
taught to be good.
Yeah.
But I feel
Yeah.
like we're naturally evil. But no, I feel like it won't happen out of fear. People are too afraid to like obviously risk their lives, and I feel like it's mainly fear.
Okay.
People don't want to do it, but they like
people-
watching it.
Yeah, like I'm sure if like there's a group of individuals that wanted to volunteer, and it would guarantee most of the people's safety, then I feel like most people would be all for it.
Or even money. Like if you told someone that's really struggling and trying to get his family through, you'd be like,
Yeah,
You're gonna
motives, like, there's
participate,
definitely
there
motives.
is a high probability you'll die, but if you don't, you'll get money.
If there's like I said, if there's a personal selfish motive, yes,
You're gonna
it,
do
it could
it.
happen. But if
Obviously.
it's just like a purge where it's just like the government's just trying to like lessen the population, then no, because people would be too afraid to just die over nothing.
Yeah.
I feel
People,
like if there's a
because like
motive,
if they go out, they also risk their lives.
yeah,
So
that's
if they're
the
like,
thing.
oh, I'm gonna go kill somebody,
I
but
think
then I might get killed. So
There's
no.
people that are just really stupid though, and I don't think can see through that, right? Like they don't realize that the government's like, you know, doing that thing, and you know,
Yeah,
trying
they,
to turn
they don't
everyone
look,
Yeah.
they
against
don't
each
look for a
other.
deeper meaning.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like 75% of people would, you know, not see that, like not see through it, and they're like, oh yeah, free game. I hate this person. I'm gonna slice their neck. But then like the other 25% is like, okay, what are you guys doing?
Okay, but how many people would actually be about it?
You were
Like, I
saying,
would-
you were,
I
you
feel
were
like a
just
lot of
saying
people
though,
like to
that
say they would do
we're
it.
He's
pure
so
evil.
contradicting, right?
Yeah, you
So
were saying that we're
contradicting.
pure
Well, see,
evil. So
so
what's the point of
contradicting.
what's?
I'm not giving my personal
What's stopping us?
opinion.
They
I
want
don't-
that's
you.
it.
I'm not giving my personal opinion though. I'm just putting thoughts and questions out there.
Okay, I like it.
Just
I respect it.
yeah.
No, like Albert and I have talked about this a lot. What's stopping me from killing Danny right now?
Everybody has free will. Is the
Yeah.
point of it?
Yeah.
But the way I was raised,
We've just been conditioned by morals and
We could all agree to being
Being
an
good.
all-out brawl to the death right
Right
now
now.
if we wanted to.
yeah.
But being that how we were raised, not only by our parents, but like in
By society.
right now,
Exactly.
obviously that's wrong.
It shapes us.
But there's animals out there with their animalistic like instincts would be, oh, they're like territorial, and I'd have to kill you just for being in this vicinity.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm
Mm.
saying. Like I feel like naturally people, I wouldn't even say evil because there's like no way to distinguish that. But I just feel like people or animals are just selfish like in general. We're just selfish. We only want what's best for us.
And all this is part of the simulation.
Has anyone ever
Yes.
played Sims before?
Yes.
No.
Okay,
But I've
Danny,
definitely seen
let's
it.
talk. So like in Sims, at least for the PC, you're your own little sim person that you make, and then you have like your hopes, wants, wishes, and stuff like that, and you have to make sure that you like keep them alive and everything.
Mhm.
Literally that, like Sims is like pretty much if living in a simulation is the reality. That's, I think, what it would be.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how you played Sims.
How do you?
I
Like,
played it like
it's not-
GTA.
it's not free play. Like what?
No, but it's just like you could like. I feel like this goes back to like evil nature. It's like obviously I wouldn't do any of this in real life, but in there
You
I
would
would, like,
trap
put a
your
s-
sim in the pool.
I would
and
put
take
a
the
sim
ladder
and take the
out.
ladder out.
Mm-hmm.
I I don't even know. Like I'm pretty sure you could like have it like
You like wouldn't feed them
intercourse
and
with,
let them
like-
die, right?
like the Grim Reaper and shit. Like
oh, when he comes, because they die, right?
yeah, you could like flirt with him. Like
Why would you flirt with the Reaper?
Because
Alright,
it's an
man.
option.
This man.
Why?
Why
Yeah,
would-
you're right. You don't know how I played Sims. It was not like that.
if they didn't want you to do it, it wouldn't be an option.
Exactly.
Damn it. Okay.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we played Sims the same way.
See, we had different intentions.
Yeah.
Maybe you're an evil person.
If people
Well-
didn't know that humans feed on violence, why would they release all these violent games and be the top grossing?
Yeah, I was
games?
gonna say
I
like that's
feel-
why they drop like
Call
COD.
of
That's why they
Duty,
drop
See,
GTA.
I don't think I'm evil. I think it just feeds my curiosity of what I
That's-
could be if I
how it
was
is.
evil.
Hang on. Side note.
'Cause
Off
we're
the
naturally
cam.
violent. No,
off
this
the
is-
record?
This is all on record.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's all on record.
I think you should talk to someone about that.
No. We're all. Yeah, I feel like we all have
If
that
you- if
curiosity of what things
Any
would be like
serial
any other
killer,
way.
Yeah.
okay? Any serial killer, like they've thought about that, okay? Like Ted Bundy, didn't he like kill animals or something when he
Yeah.
was
No,
little, right?
But
Yeah,
that's what
that's
I'm
how
saying.
they all
I
start.
couldn't get myself to kill like, and especially
but
not
it
an animal. Like
interests
I
you,
would probably
right?
no,
Yes,
not an animal.
That's what you just said.
absolutely not an animal.
Oh, but a human's okay.
No, well, that's what.
Wait, hold on now.
No, not animals, but a human. I'm
Well,
curious.
I wouldn't do it. I couldn't. I don't think I'd be able to bring
I'm
myself
not
to
saying
actually
you
harm
won't.
another person like at all. Like that would not be my like truest intention. But I feel like there's always that curiosity. Is like, what if I did? Like, or like,
No.
what would happen is like if it something did happen.
I can't
It's
relate.
just curiosity. Like, I don't know. I'm a curious person in general, so I get.
But like,
curious
why
about
can't you be
everything.
curious about like rainbows and butterflies?
I am.
You gotta be, you gotta be
No.
curious about death and killing.
I was super curious about all that stuff, but then there's explanations for all of that. Like, you know, you could actually explain that, but
So
you
you
can't
wanna,
explain evil nature.
so you want to know the unknown.
Yes,
You-
and like that's ultimately what it is. Like, I get curious about the things I can't know.
Okay,
So I've been curious
it
about.
just happens to be about killing other
Well,
people.
because it goes so deep to it. Like,
watch
what
the
brings someone
Netflix
to do
series
it?
Mindhunters.
I have. What brings someone?
He doesn't remember it.
Yeah. Like I just like what would bring someone to do it, or like what makes someone capable. Like
I'm
I get
telling you.
curious about these things, and so it's like when there's games like that, then it's like okay, well then like is there any guilt when I do it in a game? Like
Oh,
it's
It-
curiosity.
I don't know,
It's
man.
nothing
I'd be going
more-
hard in those lobbies, dog.
Yeah.
what you
Get the
talk
hell out of
smack
my
to
lobby.
13-year-olds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what?
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Never mind.
Sims though, it feeds my curiosity.
You know what I do, Cesar.
What the equal spectrum looks like.
I'm telling you, like we ourselves know that we feed off of violence. Football
Oh, yeah.
stuff is just big color. Us watching people
Boxing,
like
MMA.
be
Okay.
violent.
It's,
And we,
like
like,
we thrive
love
off of
that.
violence. Like we do like as much as we want to say. We all like it
I don't
in
know.
some sense.
I like the outcome. Like I don't like violence, but unfortunately it has to happen.
Yeah, like
Just
you,
like
you
with
like
like
when somebody getting
boxing.
knocked
Yeah.
the fuck out.
Unfortunately, someone's gonna get knocked the fuck out. But like
you
I
enjoy
want
that,
to
right?
watch
But we
it.
enjoy them
Yeah.
hitting the
Yeah.
pavement.
I wanna see
And
that.
someone's gonna drown in the pool in Sims, and I want to. It's
I
the
don't
same.
know.
It's the same.
You
thing,
had a lot of
though.
free time
No,
with
I'm
your
not-
Sims.
Not that much. I only played
But
for like a
wait,
week.
okay, wait. Here's an even like mind blowing idea. Okay, so in Sims as well, right? We don't get to choose unless you do like a cheat code, but that's off. You know, whatever. You don't get to choose what they want to aspire to be, right? But you're supposed to meet that goal. Remember? Oh wait, never mind. You don't remember?
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
Oh
well,
my
okay,
god.
well, long story short, in Sims they aspire something, and then you basically have to like their career path, or if it's a love or whatever, you kind of just like build them up, and you're
We're-
simulating them until
We're
that.
playing God.
Mhm.
Yeah, basically.
Like, have you guys seen that episode of Rick and Morty when it starts off the whole episode and this guy's living his whole life, yada yada yada, and then all of a sudden they die, and then Morty takes off the helmet and he's like,
Yeah.
"What the hell?" And
Oh yeah.
all he was doing was just living this guy's life.
Yeah.
Oh, but where I was going with that is maybe you're not following like your like actual inner self's like motivations. and what you aspire
You're not
because
following-
you're so sidetracked by killing other people and watching them drown and die in pools.
You're not following your sim. meaning,
This
dude.
Yeah.
this is just a week of playing Sims. I didn't get too deep into this game. I did enjoy the time, like the little bit I did play though, but it just fed my curiosity.
I
just
bet.
I just get curious, but those aren't my intentions in real life at all.
Your intentions are to find out, though.
Well, at least
no.
at least he's being curious
My-
on like a video game.
Yeah,
True.
my intentions are to observe.
So you're a bystander.
In an instance like that, yeah, like I'm not the one actively. Well, I guess I would.
But
be
you're
the one
watching
taking the
it.
sins. But I'm
And you're not
observing
preventing it or
happening.
stopping it, so you're a bystander.
Well, it's just out of like it's more curiosity.
Would
like,
you
it's-
consider yourself a bystander?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What
In
are the
what
what are the
way?
options? What are the options?
Oh my god.
Well, like,
okay,
in
what
should
way?
okay, let me give you guys all a scenario, okay?
Okay.
You see someone getting you see a grandpa getting jumped and getting robbed. What are you about to do? You
I'm
see
jumping in and grabbing the wallet.
Is that really what you would do though, or are you just saying that?
No, I'm just
Thank
saying
you.
that.
What would you do?
What would I do? It feels like, how old is the grandpa?
How,
What does it
how
matter?
old is the
Either
grandpa?
way.
It does matter.
Okay,
How many people are jumping
he's
in?
90 years old and picking up prescription for his elderly wife that's on her
Then
deathbed.
it's survival of the
Okay,
fittest
okay,
at that
hold on.
point.
Can I question your morale just for a quick second? Because in this situation, I feel like you would want to try to jump in and help.
Oh yeah.
But say there's 6 beefy 6'2" men, and you
I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Yeah, you know in the back of your mind that it's not really gonna make a difference for the old man if you jump in. Are you just gonna go in and just
I-
get jumped for the sake of
Yeah.
saying I'm a good person?
No, I don't. But that's because I don't do anything like any of my achievements. I don't do for other people. I do it for myself. Like I'm not gonna go boasting about me saving Grandpa, Jack from
Grandpappy.
the two
Grandpappy.
guys that are beating him up. But I also feel that when you're in the moment, like Henry, we talk about like when you get those superhuman strength times, like the stories about like the moms
the
or dads
mom,
saving the
yeah,
kids from
lifting.
underneath the car and stuff, and they lift
Yeah.
up the whole car. I think that can happen, and I see that happening with myself. Like, okay, say maybe not 2 guys, but if there's one 6-foot guy, I think I can take him
Well, you can
if I needed to.
I'm not gonna say anything about that, but in that instance, you could make a huge difference. Like you could take the beating for the old man.
There you go. See,
And that's. But if it's 6 of them, then it's only one's. Like one of them's gonna just probably end up beating you, and the other 5 are gonna stay on the old man. Like
okay, but like
I don't feel like the outcome changes at all if jumping in. So I feel like it really depends on the scenario.
I do feel like, to your point though, that a lot of stuff it like benefits the other. Like if I did jump in, no, it's not gonna save the day, but also the old man, it might save his life, right? He's not gonna like get that extra punch that's gonna knock him to the floor and crack his head open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get that.
One of you might like.
That way.
That's what I'm saying. At one point, is it like morally right? Like we could either have one old grandpappy hurt, or we could have,
Grandpappy.
or we could have two people hurt.
That's true too.
So it's like, at what point is it morally right or logically right to jump in?
Dang.
Well, as humans raised morally somewhat decently, I feel like it's morally correct to, once you see something, be like, okay, something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just the idea of you asking yourself, should I do something, is one step that puts you in that situation. Doing that is kind of it puts you in that fork of the road, right? Obviously, if you're the person that says, no, it's none of my business, I'll walk away, you're more of a person that just doesn't want to get involved. And just, either way, you're not saving the world
Dang.
from one act. And if you're the other person, the person that decides to step in, you understand and come to terms with the fact that you're not saving the world for your action, but you're becoming a better person or saving at least one person for becoming. And that's the superhero mentality.
Yeah,
You
I was
can't
gonna
save the
say
world.
it's the whole superhero thing that like you can't save everybody.
Yeah, you can't save everybody, but you can save one person.
I feel like the way I operate is like I act in the moment. Like I'm not like stepping outside every day and I'm not like, oh, I hope I can save the day or I hope I can save somebody. I'm just like, I act, like I act upon seeing it happen, I guess. So like my instinct, I guess, would be to help whoever it is that needs help. But like it's not like I don't go outside hoping that someone's about to get hit by a car and
I feel like for me,
I hope someone's in trouble.
I feel like for me, this is how I function. If I see something's not right and nobody else is doing anything, then I'll step in. But if I see something's not right and I see people stepping in, and I'll be like, oh, it's not my problem anymore. They got it.
Yeah,
Like the
I
other
get
day,
that.
we were on the freeway and there's an accident,
Mm-hmm.
and we like dry stopped, and there was like a bad accident, 2 cars in front of us. And I was going around, and it had just happened. The lady was like knocked out in her car. And I was like, oh my God. And then one guy was running towards it, and I was like, oh, okay, let's go.
He got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get
like,
that.
got her.
I get that.
Yeah,
Like-
and in that instance, I've seen something similar. In that instance, it's like, okay, I could get out and stop, but what could I really do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm not medically inclined.
You kind of like analyze yourself and see what you can bring to the table.
Yeah.
like I could call the cops and keep driving, but I'm
Yeah.
not medically inclined to like even know how to help in
Yeah.
any which way. Like I feel like I can make things worse.
I don't think so, because what if everyone else is like, oh, somebody's gonna call, and then nobody calls, right? Like,
I feel like that happens a lot, that people expect other people to like step up and do something that nobody actually ends
Yeah.
up doing anything.
Yeah.
I feel like that does happen a lot, but
Yeah.
like I said, I
You
could
think
keep
that's the
driving
reason
and just
why-
make the phone call. I feel like that's the best way I could help.
You think that's the reason why, like in newer cars, they have like the 911 button,
Not
No.
even newer. I
Cars.
feel
Oh, I
like
didn't know
Just so
they
that
had
you
that.
can do it.
just so that you
instead
can do
of
it and not depend on
relying
anyone
on-
else to do
yeah.
it for you.
And then what are you gonna do? You're gonna be 3 streets down, and they'll be like, "What street was it on?"
That is
Well,
true.
that's they have.
But
navigation,
hold on,
dude.
they have
Oh, yeah.
they have location
Yeah.
tracking and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like
from
I
when you push the button.
I feel
Yeah.
like the car. Yeah, I feel like the car gives
that's from
signals and they could coordinate it.
It pings off of the nearest cell tower.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I feel like it could be found because
Yeah.
I've had a few cars that had it, and I accidentally pressed it, and I didn't know how to turn it off, and it was just pinging for like a long
Oh
time.
my God.
Fuck.
Anyways, kind of have to wind it down here, unfortunately.
I like this conversation.
We'll keep it on off camera, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut it off here, guys. We are trying to make these like shorter for you guys, but
For
They're just
people
good
with shorter
topics.
attention spans,
yeah. All you guys that are watching that only watch 5 minutes of it.
aka me. If I
All of
ever
you guys that
watch.
didn't make it this far into the video.
Yeah, but I
Missed
just wanna thank both my brother and my sister-in-law
And
for
Solomon.
coming out.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
and Solomon, for coming out to Colorado, for being here with us, and then for Mariah for being a great sport and being on the podcast. Right? We have guests on, and then we bash the guests. That's kind of what we do. And then we bash Gio if there's no guests. So
Yeah.
like we bash on somebody.
It happens either way. So
Yeah, we bash on Gio with guests too.
Seriously.
But I just want to say thank you so much, Mariah. If you want to plug anything, advertise your company, you can. I mean, I do it more for like younger audience because they have like Snapchat, Instagram, whatever, everything. You can.
He likes to like
don't
always
have
take
to.
silent jabs at me and act like I'm really old when really I'm only just 2 years older than him.
I
Hey,
four.
but-
Yeah, it's definitely not
Aren't you?
two.
Wait, aren't you
I'm
22?
20.
Yeah, he's
You've been
20.
drinking this whole time.
Why would you say
Oh,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Not fact checked.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't have any socials because apparently I'm an old hag. But
You got Facebook?
yeah,
MySpace?
I have
MySpace.
Facebook. I have
Tell your
Facebook. Hang on.
Your Tumblr.
Oh my God.
You guys are too young for that, okay? But anyway, yeah, I don't have anything to plug other than subscribe and drop a like and a comment. Please comment saying if you do believe in astrology, and if so,
Oh my God.
why?
Don't do that.
Because okay,
do that. I want to see how many people
No,
actually.
please,
Yeah,
please.
I want to see how many people actually do believe in that.
and just so everyone knows, off camera they were.
Allegedly, no.
See
No.
my
Goodbye,
side.
guys.
No.
But all right, guys. Thank you so much for everything. We'll see you guys in the next week for our just to wind up and close down the season. Thank you, guys. Bye.